Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today I'll be reviewing JLO and Selena Gomez's line. JLO has more skincare and then Selena Gomez has more makeup, so I thought it'd be amazing to just use both of their lines in one video. I'm so excited to try them. Both of them are like beauty icons, so let's see what their products can do. If you're interested in hearing what I have to say about both of those lines and how they'd work together, just keep on watching. Start off with the skincare, obviously. I have here the Wonder Cream by JLO. I already have eye cream on. I'm using my Drunk Elephant Vitamin C. Also have that JLO Glow. So this is a serum and then this is a moisturizer. If you guys didn't know, serums go before moisturizers or any cream consistency, just because serums go deeper into the skin. So we're gonna go ahead and start off with the serum here. Everything has olive oil, so I expect it to be really hydrating. I also have my rose quartz roller just to really get in there. I have pretty normal skin. I'm kind of afraid that I'm gonna be too oily. On the Sephora app, she does put it all the way to her neck. I have my roller here just to make sure the product penetrates a little bit better. This serum is gonna be anti-aging, firming, and it's gonna be for glow. My roller was a little bit in the fridge, so it's cold and it feels really good. It doesn't feel oily at all. I feel moisturized for sure, but not oily. So I'm pretty happy there. That was the JLO Glow. Glow is freaking gorgeous, so I expect anything that she comes out with to make me look like her. That's pretty high expectations, but you guys know what I mean. So this is a serum. On camera I don't look oily, and then in real life I don't feel oily at all. The serum retails for $79. It is the most expensive thing from her line. Next I have the Wonder Cream. It's called that Blockbuster. This is the cream she has on without SPF. There is one with SPF, but I believe that's the only difference between both of them. They both do the same thing, which is hydrating and plumping. It's thick. Do you guys see that bounce? Super luscious. I'll go ahead and apply it to give you that glow. I don't want to go in with my roller here. I only like my roller for serums. I did bring down the serum as well as the cream down to my neck. I believe you could use it all the way down to your décolletage. That feels really good and hydrating. I feel like I'd use this at night just because of how thick it is. This would look really good by itself. Maybe just like Charlotte Tilbury powder on top and call it a day. It's really important that you let your skincare sink in before you go in with any type of makeup. So right now the serum and the cream and then my eye cream, I'm gonna let it sit for about 10 minutes and then I'm gonna go do my foundation. So I'm gonna go do my foundation and then I'll be back with the Selena Gomez items, just because I didn't pick up a foundation from her, just because I'm a full coverage type of girl and I don't know if her products would necessarily give that to me. I picked up the concealer and then I'll see if the concealer works to the extent that I want it to. I know that the foundation will too, but for today I'm gonna use my own foundation. I'll be right back with some foundation. I went ahead and chose a hydrating foundation just because I feel like it would be a good match for the dewiness of the skincare, and if I forget to name anything, it'll be in the description down below. I did use the Rare Beauty primer underneath it, and this one retails for $26. This is from the Selena Gomez collection. It's an illuminating primer. So it did help with the glow as well. It is important to use a primer underneath your foundation regardless of if you do skincare or not, because your skincare is to care for your skin and then your primer is a barrier between your skin and the makeup. So I make sure to always use a primer, and then I think it looks pretty nice. This might be a little bit too dewy for me, but we'll see once I have more things on my face. Depending on how I feel, I might set it, I might not. I'll go ahead and do my eyeshadow. I'm really excited to use her liquid eyeshadows because usually they're like shimmery eyeshadows that come in a stick form, and these are matte, so I'm excited to see that. Oh, I should start using her brush. Her brush here is supposed to mimic one's finger, so that's pretty cool. I really like how it blends. It's like stiff. I really like the brush. I feel like I've never seen a shape like this. It's like very packed, so I'd say it does mimic a finger. It's like strong. Cool. And then the color that I have here is called Nearly Natural. All her shadows retail for $20. The only thing I'm afraid here is that it's gonna crease throughout the day because I don't know, I might just be paranoid, but that's like the only thing I'm worried about. This color is so beautiful. She did have some purples and some pinks, and then I believe an orange, but this was the closest one I thought of like everyday wear, so that's why I went ahead and picked this one up. The brush is like super duper good at blending. I really like it for liquid eyeshadow. Super pretty. I love it. I might add some shimmer. I'll see when I'm done. I'm gonna go ahead and conceal now. Before that, I'm gonna use a little bit of color corrector. Her concealer runs for $19, so I think that's a pretty good price for concealer, just because they usually run over like $20 always. I like to use a brush to do the concealer and then a beauty blender to do the color corrector, just because the brush is going to make sure I get the highest coverage, and then the color corrector I need just a sheer coverage, so I'll do just the beauty blender. Oh, it's thicker than I thought. This is pretty. I might add a little bit more just because I do have a little bit of darkness under my eyes, and the color corrector helps, but it doesn't do miracles, you know, so I'll just add a little bit more. And then I did get a shade lighter than I originally am, so it's gonna help really brighten on there. I kind of feel like I want to set my whole face. I think I might do that. Even though I really like the results right now, I feel like just for the time, just for an everyday wear, I'd like this to be a matte look as opposed to a glossy look. I'd only rock it like this if I was going to like the beach or if it was summer. But like a day in the office or something like that, I don't think this would be too ideal. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and set it. This is my Charlotte Tilbury. I'm not gonna do too much because I don't want the JLO glow to go away, but I do want something that isn't as glossy as I feel right now. Since it is skincare, I feel like this would be a better skincare to do at night as opposed to the day. I'd wear it during the day if I wasn't gonna wear any makeup, but we'll see. Let's see if the powder does something. Wow, that looks actually beautiful. I really enjoy this. Under my eyes, I like to go in with a sponge, just to make sure there's no creases, and no creases now and no creases later during the day either. I really like this combo. I feel like I did a good choice by choosing both of these lines together, just because the Selena Gomez is really natural, and then the JLO helps get that natural look too. The next product I have is one of the blushes. I have two, but I think I'm gonna go with this one. This one's called Joy and this one's called Grace. I do have Bliss somewhere, but I couldn't find it. It's like in one of my purses. I'm just gonna do one dot and then we're done, and then that's it. I'm just kidding. These are really, really pigmented. Wow. I think even that dot was way too much. Oh my gosh. Let me get a beauty blender, girl. I literally did one dot and this is the pigmentation it gave me. So I'd probably be off with like half a dot. But I love the color. It's so cute. I typically go for orange blushes regardless of the brand. I love Orgasm from Nars, or Orgasm X. That one's so pretty. And this one isn't disappointing me at all. I didn't pick up any of her highlighters. They just didn't really call my name. Like, they were all really tinted and I don't really like a tinted highlighter. I like just a dewy highlighter. So you definitely need to go in with the beauty blender if you're going to be using these blushes. But that is cute. So cute. Super impressed with the whole line. I literally need a couple more touch-ups and then I'll be right back to give you guys my final review. But literally, like, I love it. It's so easy and it looks gorgeous. I went ahead and finished the rest of my face. I contoured, tight lined, and then added highlight. And this is the final result. I was gonna add a little bit of shimmer to the eyeshadow, but I decided that it looks so cute like that. It's just matte, and then I was afraid that it was gonna crease. It definitely did not. It looks super well put together. I love it, and it was super fast as well. As for my final reviews, I'd say, let me start with the JLO. So as far as the JLO skincare, I'd say I'd wear it at night by itself. Because I feel like the whole purpose is for it to hydrate my skin. As for the JLO skincare, I'd go ahead and do it by itself because I feel like if I do it under makeup, I'm gonna end up mattifying it like I did today. Like, it does look really pretty. I was able to get a really nice shimmer here on my cheek and then here on my nose as well. And I think it was because I had that really luscious base from JLO, but I feel like since it is skincare directed towards firming and plumping and hydrating, I feel like my skin would get a better use out of it if I just used it by itself at night. So just like drench in it at night, put my serum on and then my moisturizer. I feel like that would be better as opposed to me mattifying it with makeup. Regardless, it's really, really hydrating and it doesn't feel sticky, which is a super plus for me. And then onto the Selena Gomez. I love the eyeshadow. The eyeshadow and the eyeshadow brush were probably my favorite out of the collection. I went ahead and put some on the bottom there, and then I didn't put mascara just because I feel like by itself it looks super cute. So the eyeshadow is really unique as well because it's not shimmery like most of the stick foundations are, the liquid stick foundation. This one's matte, so I think it overall to the industry it's like super unique. And then the eyeshadow brush, I love how tightly packed it is. I don't think I have so many brushes and I feel like I've never seen a shape like that. It truly does mimic a finger because the precision kind of just pushes it like your index finger would. So that's amazing. The concealer, I like it, but I'm more of a full coverage type of girl, so I did need two layers of it. It's a medium to full coverage, and like medium does not cut it for me, so I needed to do 2 layers on that. But regardless, it didn't crease, so that's a plus. I probably won't repurchase the concealer just because I think if I'm truly in a hurry, I don't want to put 2 layers of concealer and then my corrector underneath like you guys saw. I'd rather just use one really thick concealer. But if you guys like a bit more of a natural look, this concealer does give it to you. And then the blushes, oh my gosh, the blushes, specifically the color that I chose today, I think it'd be a color that I would pick up on the regular. Just that orange burnt color, I feel like looks good throughout a lot of skin tones, so that's the color that I'd be picking up. And the pigmentation was crazy. Like, I had to go in with a brush and then with a beauty blender to just like melt it into the skin. That is amazing because, as you guys saw, I only used one dot. So like, you know, like one dot and it did all that. So that's incredible. So out of those items, oh, and then the primer, I forgot the primer. Yeah, the primer it does what it says. It's illuminating. My foundation just looks super dewy, and then some of that has to do with the skincare from JLO, but also I cannot neglect that the primer did a lot, because this foundation looks so pretty. It's pretty by itself, but I see how prettier it looks with the primer underneath. That is my final review. I hoped I helped some of you guys, and yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions, or if you guys buy some of the products, or if I missed something from both of those lines. I know I didn't pick up nearly as much as these ladies came out with, but let me know what your guys' favorite products are, and then I might check them out. Bye. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. It wasn't too much of a tutorial, just of a review. That's what I do here on my channel. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good one.